It's me, Egbert, again with another video. Sorry I missed last week or like a couple of uploads. Whoops, we don't talk about that. But anyways, today I'll be attempting to survive a hardcore Minecraft world. Now, I hate going into caves. I hate the dark. I hate mobs. And being in hardcore is combining all of those, especially being stranded on this island. There is no way to get materials unless I go underground to get them. So, that's great. And also, I suck at Minecraft. I suck at regular survival, so I don't know how I expect myself to survive hardcore. But, should be fun. So, let's get right into this video. Alright, so day 1. The first thing I noticed was there's quite a lot of things next to me. There's these iceberg-looking contraptions. There's this little island. And there's this really big island right next to me. So that's really convenient. I'm not totally stranded on this treeless island. So I think I'm going to go around to the other islands and hope that there is a tree or some sort of wood. Yeah, so a tree. So I can get started on my journey. So I've made it to the very first island and there's no tree. But I did see another island right ahead and I saw a little shadow above the island and I thought, hey, that looks a lot like a tree. So I swam as fast as my turtle legs could swim and I booked my way to that possible tree. As I climbed up this island, I realized this is heaven. I got animals, I got this tree, and I immediately started punching the wood. I was hoping to get enough wood to get myself started, and then hopefully the leaves would drop a sapling. I've never wanted a sapling more than right now. Ah, yes, it's dropped the sapling. Now I can grow more tree babies and get even more wood. And then that tree baby could drop me a sapling and I can do it all over again. Alright, so this tree ended up dropping 3 saplings, which is wonderful. Now I've got 3 future tree babies to plant for more wood. And then I saw these blue flowers and I thought, hey, that looks pretty. Let's decorate my non-existent house. So then I started murdering these sheeps. I'm sorry. And then I realized maybe I should keep these 2 alive so they can repopulate. I shouldn't kill all of them. So I didn't kill all of them. But I got 2 sheep wool. I got 2 wool. So then afterwards I started heading back to the island I originally spawned at. Feeling pretty good about myself. Got 4 pieces of wood. I got saplings and flowers. Got a stick. I got wool and I got mutton. So I'm pretty set for the first day and night probably if I do survive. And I confidently swam back to the island where I spawned to begin building my shelter. On my way home, I realized there was a bunch of little fish swimming around the island, so I tried to kill them for some more food because there's never enough food, right? And then I almost drowned. But then that's okay. I went back up for some air and I began going back down for another stab at getting these fish, which I realized I am very bad at killing fish. And then after a few tries, I realized this is probably not going to happen. I'm probably going to end up drowning myself if a drowned does not come kill me. So I decided to head back to the island with my collectings of the day and begin making a little home. The second I got back onto the island, I started planting my little trees all over the island, hoping they will soon grow into big, beautiful trees and I could harvest my wood. After doing that, I dug a hole straight down into the ground because I thought that would be the best way to make a house while saving resources because I don't have to take any resources to build above ground. I could just dig down and get resources and make a home. It's a win-win. After that, I made myself a crafting table and began making my tools. I decided to make a pickaxe first because there was a giant stone block in the way of my house So I thought having a pickaxe is gonna be smart, you know. After that, I realized there was a giant hole going into my house and mobs could easily come in. So I decided to use the dirt I collected from digging down to make a little shelter above the ground, just so no one could come in and disturb my beauty sleep. As I was building my little shelter, I heard a little cry for companionship, and I looked up and I saw a cow. There is a cow on the island. What a lovely sight that was. Can't wait to either befriend him or turn him into a tasty steak, but don't tell him that. We don't want to scare the children. It was getting pretty dark, so I went inside my home to hide away for the night. I made this little hole area so I can see exactly what time of the day it is, to see if it's almost daytime or if it's still in the dark of the night. I got my wooden sword out ready and prepared, and I just sat there for the entire night waiting. Day 2. I started the day off by watching the beautiful sunrise and waiting for all the mobs to disappear when this skeleton very rudely shot me in the face. He obviously has no respect for personal space. I then decided to make my way out, and when this baby zombie started chasing me, I tried to run. Oh my gosh, I was freaking out. Then a creeper snuck up behind me and it blew up my house. I had nowhere to hide, and the baby zombie was still alive, and I couldn't figure out why. And I realized he had a helmet. Then I saw another creeper. I tried to run away. I realized very quickly this was a very dangerous game that I was playing. So I jumped into the water. I took the leap of faith. I quickly gobbled down my breakfast and started swimming to the other island. I then tried to mine for more stone in hopes to find coal, and after that I did not find any coal. I decided to try to kill some more fish because I had run out of food and I was getting a bit hungry. Today's hunt went very well. I got a few more fish than I was able to catch yesterday, so that made me very happy. It was off to a pretty decent start. After digging some dirt and mining some stone, I decided to head back to my island and go make sure that zombie was not there anymore to terrorize me. I decided to kill some animals so I can have some food because fishing obviously was not going very well for me. I was very sad to kill these animals, but I had to survive somehow, and they just happened to provide me food. Then I started to fix up my house because I did not want to go into the nighttime without a house. So I patched up the house that creeper had blown up earlier this morning. It started to get dark again, so I went back into my home and picked up the cooked mutton that I had cooked earlier with the furnace that I had made, and again decided it would be best if I had stayed in my house for the rest of the night because I was low on health, I was low on hunger, and I had no more materials to cook my food with. So I decided to hide out in my house again. Also, halfway throughout the night, I realized that I was really stupid and I wasted my wood. I had put my wood into my furnace in hopes to cook my food. And I probably should not have done that because I could have eaten the raw food and saved the wood because I had no more tools. Both my pickaxe and my sword had broke, so now I have nothing. And I decided it would be a good idea to put my wood into the furnace. So now I only have a pickaxe, which is fine. I decided to make a pickaxe instead of a sword so I can mine stone. And then I realized I have some stone and I could have made a stone pickaxe instead of a wood pickaxe and waste the wooden planks that I could have used to make a wooden sword. So, overall, I made a lot of good choices tonight. And I just sat here contemplating my life for the rest of the night. I went to go check to see if there's another skeleton, and yes, there was. But I wasn't afraid this time. I'm gonna get him. So I went in there and I fought as hard as I could. I almost died. I had like one heart left. I decided, nope, we gotta run away. So I tried to build a wall and run as fast as I could. and chow down on some food while I waited for my heart to regenerate. Then I found this chicken and I thought, hey, extra meat, that would be perfect. But he started running towards the skeleton, and that was some dangerous territory. So, lucky for this chicken, he stayed alive. Just kidding. Then I saw that my saplings still have not grown, so I took them out and I replanted them, hoping that their new homes will make them grow. After that, I went to the other islands where I had my previous 2 sheep, and I killed them because there wasn't really much point of them being alive. So I killed them, and then I found some coal, and I was really happy about that. I spent some time mining coal. I got 12 pieces of coal, and I decided that would be pretty good, and I would go back home to put them away safely. On my way home, I saw that a tree had grown. My very first tree that I had planted had finally sprouted right next to the pool where the skeletons are always sitting waiting for me in the morning. Wow, that's a really big tree. So I took a selfie with it because that's the only reasonable thing to do. After my lovely selfie, I went ahead and I quickly punched it down, but my brightness was down, so I thought that it was getting dark. So, I finished mining half of the tree, and then I ran back home because I thought it was getting dark, so I went to go put away my things before the ghoulish undead had killed me. In my home, I made some torches, and I lit up my little home. Wow, look at how beautiful it looks now. After that, I decided to put in some coal to cook my mutton so I can have some nice cooked food finally. Then I made my very first bed, plain white bed that's full of happiness. Then I kind of redesigned my house a little bit. I broke some extra blocks I didn't need anymore. I moved my crafting table a bit so my bed can fit. Now look at how beautiful everything looks. Then I planted some of the blue flowers that I got the very first day I was here. Now look at how beautiful my home looks. I finished cooking some of my other meat and my fish, and I thought, it's a good time to go to sleep now. My very first night in my bed. I went outside to go mine the rest of my tree and to see if there was a skeleton in the pool again, and there was. But I really wasn't scared of him this time. I wasn't gonna let him kill me. So I went in full force, as far as I could, and I killed him. Ha, take that, skeleton. Your days of tormenting me are over. Then I finished mining the rest of my tree down. I then found these 2 chickens, and I thought it would be a good idea to breed them so I could have more food, more friends. Then I tried to push the second one in because it wasn't going in, and I remembered, hey, they like seeds, not apples. So I brought a seed, and I hypnotized him, and brought him and led him into this hole with his other friend, which was his future mate. Then I gave them both some seeds, asked them kindly to make a baby, and they did. Look at how cute he is. Aw, so cute. Then I knew that they needed some more space because they're a bigger family now, so I made a second block for them. How kind of me. I know, I'm so generous. Then I went back to check on the tree, and they had dropped me 5 saplings, so I went around the island to plant them. Then I made a little farm because I wanted to move away from all the meat since there wasn't a lot of animals, and went to making vegetables and wheat. When I was placing my things into my chest, I found 4 pieces of sand, and I thought, wow, it would be pretty great if I could turn that sand into glass so I can see what time of the day it is inside of my home. Then I went to sleep, ready for a full day of placing glass and farming. Then I looked around and I saw that my second tree had grown. But I saw these fish and I thought it was a little bit more important to get food. So I dove down confidently to try to go kill them when I saw drowned. Oh my god, they had a trident, and I turned around and there was a skeleton, and no, I died. I sat here for a while, contemplating my life decisions, wondering how to be so stupid. I then went back into spectator mode to look at my lovely little house, see how far I've come. I had my tree that didn't even get to be punched down yet. On my little island. My farm hadn't even grown yet. There was so much more to come for me, and I was stupid and I tried to get food. I should have mined that tree down instead of going for those fish. There was that skeleton that freaked me out. So then I went to go look for the drown that had killed me and ended my life. But he ran away from the crime scene. What a coward. Oh my god, I found the holy grail of skeletons and creepers. Since I was dead anyways, I decided to go down the path of skeletons and creepers to see where it would lead. And it led me to an Enderman. And to more skeletons and creepers and a zombie. There sure was a lot of them. I then resurfaced and I had found my remains. Right next to my little farm that I had started yesterday. And the plants even started growing a bit. Finally, I went to go visit my family of chickens. They had laid some eggs that would never turn into baby chickens because I have left them. Let's all have a moment of silence. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Maybe I will try to do it again and maybe I'll survive. Or maybe I'll fail miserably again. We never know. See you guys next time.